Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel, Karan Modi. And today I am going to speak about Arsenal Football Club, my football club. Right now, Arsenal, yes, is not in the place where it should be, or a fan base which is apparently the most hated fan base thing it should be. And before really speaking about the Arsenal Football Club and the Arsenal team, and even speaking about our manager, Mikel Arteta, I'm going to speak about the Arsenal fan base and why Arsenal fan base is getting the most hate and probably deserving so. Right now, Arsenal fan base, there is no argument right now, is the most hated fan base in the world. I think the closest who comes to us in terms of getting the hate is probably the Madrid fan base and Barca fan base. Now, understand one thing, that why the Madrid and Barca fan base is getting a hate is because of the success they have had. On the contrary, Arsenal is getting the hate because of our fan base itself, the way they go into the podcast, the way they just go on the internet and speak utter rubbish. And I completely agree to that. First of all, let me clarify one thing. I'm not one of those. I'm not one of those fan base who claim big shit. And right now, in terms of all the honesty, we are the top four clubs and we sit on the bottom of the top four, and we are the fourth top club in the Premier League right now. And I'm talking about the Premier League titles here. I'm talking about the league titles here, in all the honesty. Right now, on number one, of course, is United and Liverpool. Then we have Manchester City, and then it is, of course, Arsenal, which is on fourth. So joint first and second is United and Pool, and then we have, of course, Manchester City, and then it is Arsenal. And when it comes to European history, we are literally on sixth in comparison to, because even Tottenham Hotspur has a European trophy, and it's a fact. Now, when we are talking about how big a club Arsenal is, yes, it is huge, it is humongous, it's one of the best clubs in the world. But do we have the trophies to show for it? No. Right now, not winning a trophy in 5 years, it's something terrible. It's something terrible. Yes, we are talking about all the progress we have made. Mikel Arteta has raised this club literally and literally from the ashes. Right now, if I can say, when Wenger left and we were all happy and we say finally Arsenal is going to do good and everything, what happened whenever he came? It went down. It went down the drain. um, Arteta has really changed. Only one player, literally only one player is left from the starting 11, and that is Bukayo Saka. And yes, of course, he's our star boy and he's the most important player. But what are we doing right now? Mikel Arteta, yes, sometimes acts too stubborn, but do you think you know more than Mikel Arteta? I don't think so. Do you think if you would have been on his place, he would have lifted this club from where it is right now? No, I don't think so. You would not have. Yes, as a fan base, we have all the right to criticize. We have all the right to demand more. But we need to understand we are a fan as well. We need to understand the fact that we love this football club. Stop really supporting the opposition. Stop supporting United. Stop supporting Pool. Stop supporting Chelsea. And when I say support, you are supporting their words. You are getting provoked by their words. You are losing your heads because they are speaking something and you support them. Understand one thing, that win, lose, or die, Arsenal till I die. And if you really are an Arsenal fan, you are not going to you have all the rights to criticize. You have all the rights to say, to expect more. But you have no right to say ill about any player, any manager who is wearing the badge, anyone from the team Arsenal, to say. You have no right to speak ill about them till the time they are wearing the badge. If the Arsenal badge is there, you have no right to personally attack them. Yes, you can criticize the way they play. Yes, you can criticize the way they manage themselves, but you have no right to personally attack them. Until the time they are wearing the badge and they are giving their all, you have all the right to criticize, but you have all the right to support them as well. And that is something which Arsenal fan base is missing right now. Arsenal fans are too reactionary, too reactionary. One loss, and we are the worst team ever to grace the Premier League. And one win, we are the best team to ever grace the Premier League. No, it does not work that way. We are missing the consistency, and I know it. We are missing that level of fight in a pressure. Yes, our best player, if we are calling our best player Saliba, was the most sloppy player in all of the big matches right now. But we are still going to support him because he's our player. We know he has potential to be the best player in the world. And in this last phase, he showed that he has potential. He's still not the best player in the world. Bukayo Saka is still missing that edge in one of the biggest matches. He still scores, but he still has shaky moments. He still misses. So, yes, we are still not there. Yes, we are still not there yet. It is very difficult for Arsenal to manage a trophy, and yes, now it's been 5 years, and we need to show a trophy to really show that Arsenal is moving in the right direction. I am not trying to say that we are still, it's going to be next season where we are going to win trophies and everything. We don't know that. We probably might go next season also without the trophies. But if I have to defend the Arsenal team and the Arsenal players and Mikel Arteta, there is one thing which I want to tell you here, that Slot inherited a team of winners, and yes, he did. He had already two or three Premier League winners in his team already. He had Mohamed Salah already winning the Premier League trophy and having scoring 94, 95 points in Premier League and missing out on the Premier League twice on like with 1 point. So we know how great Manchester City has been when it comes to Premier League, and probably next year Manchester City will be back in the contention to win the Premier League table again. But I know I'm using it as an excuse, but there are teams who are experienced in winning, and this team is a team of youngsters and do not know how to handle the pressure yet. They are still crumbling in pressure, and yes, it was an injury struck season. And when we are talking about the referee decisions, yes, there were decisions which were not in favor of Arsenal, and we have lost majority of the points. But yes, Arsenal are still lacking that killer instinct, that to kill the game. If I can say, the Arsenal are still not there yet. They don't know how to kill the game. We are losing points from the winning positions. We are still very naive, making individual mistakes, and we are still far off. We did not deserve to win the Premier League this season. We did not. We got a chance to win the FA Cup and EFL Cup, and we screwed up again. So I don't think that our captain was not at his best when he came back from the injury, and after he came back from the injury, he's still not best. And I hope when he goes through the surgery in the summer, I hope he comes back to his best, because we need our captain. He's one of the best players in the world, and he was not up to his standard this season. But I'm not going to scapegoat him, because the other members of the team has still not performed up to the par, and it's not down to one player only. Yes, apart from that, I feel that we did not have that oil money. If we are talking about Manchester City, yes, they are serial winners, but they have got crazy financial backing, and we did not get that. In the January transfer window, we failed miserably. Mikel Arteta really needed money to have a striker, to have a left winger. Gabriel Martinelli, oh my god, I love that man, but I love his commitment. I love how he pushes himself, but he is not there. Do I think that he will be there someday? Probably yes, but right now he's not there to the standard of Arsenal, and probably to the standard he was 2 seasons ago. Probably it might be the reason that Arsenal has started playing a lot defensively, and they are very passive right now. But no reason to that. His finishing is not up to the mark. We need a killer in the box right now. We need a proper number nine, a proper number nine, a number nine like Havertz, a number nine like Jesus won't work. We need a proper number nine who can kill the game right now. And I think Victor Gyökeres is the one. I think Sheshko is the one. I think Isak. Uh, a signing which we are all dreaming of, and it's very difficult. He is the one. So let's see what happens. But Arsenal need money. Arsenal need to put the money. If we are talking about PSG, who knocked out us of the Champions League right now, I think PSG is one of the best teams in the world right now. And look at the amount of money they put in. They have a manager who is a serial winner, who has won a treble with Barcelona, who has dethroned Real Madrid in the league and in the Champions League. He is one of the best managers in the world. Is Mikel Arteta? No, not right now. Before he wins anything big, he is not one of the best managers in the world. Yes, he has done a fabulous job in bringing Arsenal up there, competing with the best, but we are still competing. We are not winning against the best right now. And we need to win. We really need to win. And that is called criticism. That is how you criticize. When I talk about the other fan base, I think Arsenal fan base, the way they are criticizing, sometimes it's out of the line. The way sometimes they brag about Arsenal, again, it's out of the line. We need to draw the line. We need to come down to the ground and realize that we are not at the best right now. We are not on par with City. We are not on par with Liverpool. We are not on par probably even with Manchester United when it comes to league titles. So we are not. We need to accept that and we need to move on. We really need to move on and we really need to put our heads down and support the team. Support. Criticize, yes, but support. Do not stop loving your team. Or don't use the word that I am a gooner. You are not a gooner if you really lose your faith on the team. This team is going to fail. All the players, Declan Rice also after the PSG match went on to say we have to lose before we win. Arteta also says we have to suffer before we win. We are going to suffer, but we are going to win. Back your team, back your Arsenal, back your Gunners, and back your team. And that is what we need right now. That is what we need. The team needs unity. All the United fans, all the Chelsea fans, all the Pool fans, all the Spurs fans are really united. Are we? No. We are divided. Our fans were rooting for us to not win the league. Our fans were rooting for us to not win the Champions League and go ahead. Really? That is that we are not there yet. No. Even Chelsea, when they won the first Champions League, they were not there yet, but they won. Even Inter, no, everyone counted Inter out, but Jose Mourinho won them the league. Porto, he won them the Champions League. So do not tell yourself that the squad is not ready. The squad does not deserve it. No, you are no one to decide that the squad is deserving or not. We are nobody to decide. There is a lot of luck which goes behind the game. There is a lot of pressure handling goes behind the game, and it can be handled by anyone, any human being. So you are nobody to decide that we deserve it or not. You are there to support, be a fan. And if you are saying that we are not deserving, then you are not a fan. And yes, you are not a fan. And if you are going out to the other teams and claiming big, you are not a fan. Because you need to check the reality as well. We are not there yet. When it comes to league, we are fourth. When it comes to Champions League, we are not even the top 10 team in the world. And we are not. And we need to accept it. We need to move on. And now coming to Mikel Arteta, you are calling for Mikel Arteta's head. You are calling for our captain's head right now. Odegaard's head. No. Mikel Arteta deserves one last shot after that injury-stricken season. Any team would have crumbled. Liverpool hardly managed top 4, and that's what we are doing, hardly managing top 4 when they were injury-stricken. Everyone has a sympathy, and nobody will have sympathy for Arsenal, and it's all down to the Arsenal fan base. Even Petrus Evra, who called us next season FC, by the way, went on to say after that it's not the hate to the Arsenal team or Mikel Arteta, it's the hate to the Arsenal fan base, and it is right. Arsenal fan base is one of the worst, and I agree to that, but I am not one of them, and you should not be one of them if you are an Arsenal fan. Support the team, love the team, Arsenal till I die, and that's what you should. My day, my month, my week, everything is dependent on Arsenal as well. It's not that I am not invested in it. It's not that I don't love the club. But what you need to do is support the team, support the club. Whatever it does, support the club. And that is what you need. Stop giving big claims, stop talking big shit, and right now just support the club. Yes, next season, this summer transfer window, if the board, Arsenal board, really shows that we are in the competition, if they really show that they are supporting Mikel Arteta, they need to give the money to Arteta. They need to give a striker, they need to give a left winger. And if Saliba wants to leave for Madrid, leave. It is, he's not bigger than the club. I love Saliba and I want him to stay, but if he really wants to leave, he can leave. Any player who wants to leave, leaves. But Arsenal will stay safe and Arsenal will go up. And I want all the fans to believe, let's unite, let's get the team together and let's support it, and let's not be the worst fan base in the world. Let's be one of the best fan base in the world. And that's what I'm really asking this Arsenal team, and that's what I'm really asking these Arsenal fans to be. That's about it. Thank you so much.